Good day, friends of the Enterprise Development Property Fund. Thank you again for joining us. This being the fourth in a series that we are running regarding raising capital for your property portfolio, and it's all based on a book written by my friend Anton here of Empire Wealth. The book is called 15 Proven Ways to Use Other People's Money to Build a Property Portfolio. You can again get the book or buy the book at his website, which is
15provenwaysguide.com.
There we go, 15provenwaysguide.com. I should write that down somewhere because I keep forgetting. So we've gone through three opportunities already, three financing opportunities. Today we're talking about equity gearing. Sounds complicated and most likely is. So we're going to leave it over to Anton to explain what that means and how you can use equity gearing in order to raise money to build your property portfolio.
Absolutely.
Anton.
So equity gearing, gearing is known as, the concept is to take something small to achieve something big, right?
Okay.
So it's like a small gear turning a big gear.
Oh, right, okay.
And how you do that is by using equity in an existing asset, in this case an immovable asset or property, to use as a deposit for a next property, right? So let's say you have a property, there's 200,000 Rand of equity available in that property. In other words, the balance sheet or the market value exceeds the debt.
Yeah.
By 200,000, you can take out 100,000 Rand on that property and use that as a 10% deposit for another million Rand property.
Okay.
Right, so you've used 100,000 in the first one to acquire another million Rand asset. So that's the concept of gearing. Now, when you have a home loan or a property finance on that property already, the bank has a first bond, so it would be very difficult to get then finance from a different institute on that same property, because it is possible, especially when it comes to private equity finance, because the person lending the money then knows that the bank has a first bond and they're sort of second in line.
Yeah.
So the low-hanging fruit would be to go to the bank that already has financed that property and ask for an advance or a second bond.
Yeah.
Or alternatively, if the bank doesn't readily want to lend to you, you can also go to other forms of investment to also take security over that same property to use the existing equity in that property to further invest.
Okay. So effectively it's just using whatever that asset, the value of the asset minus the debt, that difference,
Exactly.
to then leverage in order
Correct.
to raise capital for purchase.
Exactly.
of a property.
And my rule of thumb is, while you're building your income generating portfolio, is you want to have a debt to equity ratio of about 80%.
Okay.
In other words, you never want more than 20% equity sitting in your property, because then it's like money under the mattress that's not working for you.
Yes.
While you are building your portfolio.
Okay, I'm with you. All right. So effectively, simple terms, I've got a house that's worth R1 million. The bank, I only owe them 400,000 Rand. You're saying I mustn't go more than 80%, so I can then use the other 400,000 and keep it at that 80% level. Use that 400,000 Rand to then go and purchase another property. I could then use that as a deposit to go and buy other properties and get more funding.
Absolutely.
On that property.
Correct.
Okay.
And that's the power of leveraging and gearing on property, because now that 100,000 Rand that you took out, you used to buy R1 million property. If that property grew by 10%, it would have grown by 100,000.
Yeah.
So you would have made 100% return on the 100,000 that you've used to invest.
Fantastic.
And you've got an income for life escalating annually.
Fantastic. Guys, this is only the fourth opportunity of how to use money. These are probably the first four, probably the most expensive ones, and there are cheaper ways as well. In fact, there are ways that it can be almost free when you're using other people's cash as opposed to lending. But we'll get there. So guys, thank you again for your time. Thank you, Anton, for your time. We're looking forward to seeing you when we talk about the fifth way to use other people's money to build your property portfolio. Thank you again. Nigel signing off.